We are going to be talking about the state of referees in this country in a minute, because I think they're way off the standard that they should be. But let's get back to the phone lines, 03717 22 3344, and speak to Matt. Matt, disappointing result. What are you thinking? Do you think you guys will survive?
Well, firstly, before I get into it, lads, hello Darren and Benty and Crookie. I hope that the Bully Brothers are not picking on you again this week, mate. I haven't listened to this show.
No, I'm used to it now.
You keep strong, mate. Keep strong like we've got at the moment. It's an honour to speak to all of you again, lads. Thanks for having me on. But I've got to be honest, I am absolutely bouncing with not just the refereeing, but VAR. Too many times VAR has let us down at Goodison this year, and it has cost us dearly. I'm not even going to mention the games. I don't think I need to mention the previous games where VAR has not gone.
Well, the one that kind of springs to mind, Matt, of course, is the Rodri handball. Yeah,
of course, that and other things. I mean, I one of the things I will call for, I do not argue against the second sending off. As soon as Rondon left the ground with 2 feet, he's got to go. You know, and I literally left. I'm sat in the car now outside the ground, and I literally left as soon as he got sent off. As soon as he left the floor, I thought, you're going, mate. But what annoys me, before I talk about the one that really has gripe with me, is where is the consistency? Mm-hmm. I saw Thiago do exactly the same thing in the penalty area yesterday against Chelsea, but because he won the ball, he got away with it.
Do you know what? Someone put that out there yesterday and said that why is this not being spoken about more? Because no one even mentioned it.
I think it was Hugh. Hugh Wizencroft.
It's a disgrace. He left the ground in exactly the same way as Rondon did, but because he won the ball and because it's Liverpool, they got away with it. I'm disgusted, honestly, lads. Listen, what it comes down to, that game was ruined, absolutely ruined by Michael Oliver and VAR. Michael Oliver could have given that penalty just before. Now, as you can tell, lads, I'm a bit passionate. I'm a bit irate at the moment, but we all know that at that level and at any level, players jostle about for the ball, and there was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But then the ball came to Richarlison's feet, and twice he tried to get away from that defender, and the defender pulled on his shirt twice, clearly. Now, in the rules, in the laws of the game, surely that should be a penalty. It's a foul. He's pulled on his shirt. Michael Oliver lets it go. The balls get lumped up. Jared Brantwaite, I don't blame him for that. It was pure bad luck. It wasn't a bad challenge. It was bad judgment initially not to get goal side of him. But Ivan Toney's a handful. He knows what he's doing. And as Jared Brantwaite ran across the back of him, he caught his legs and brought him down. But that decision should never have been in question. They should have gone back to the first penalty. Michael Oliver didn't give it. So VAR needs to step in for a clear and obvious error. Because until that sending off, we were absolutely battering them. We were pressing them high up the pitch. Alex Iwobi was getting far down the right and having a blinder. Mikolenko was getting down the left and was looking a world beater again. We were totally in control of that game. I know it was only the first 10, 15 minutes. But as soon as VAR did not do what they should have done, it ruined the game for us and it just changed it completely.
Do you know my issue, and I think it's a big problem, and Benty alluded to it earlier, is how reliant referees in this country have become on VAR, on the technology, on people watching at Stockley Park to really make the decisions that they should be owning on the pitch. I did the West Ham Manchester City game, as I've already commented. The penalty awarded to Manchester City was clear. You know, we saw it in real time.
Exactly.
The referee had a better view than anybody because he was right behind it, should have been able to see straight away it's a penalty and point to the spot. Anthony Taylor didn't do that. He waited for the VAR to intervene, gets called over to the screen, and we know what happens whenever a referee gets called over to the screen. I think it's only once since the technology came in that they've had the gumption to say, actually, I'm going to stick to my on-field decision.
Do you know who that was, Crookie?
Go on.
Do you know who that one referee was who stuck to his decision?
Was it your mate Michael Oliver by any chance?
Exactly.
Top referee. No, but my point is, we're not supposed to be re-refereeing games. It's supposed to be an aid for referees when they've made a clear and obvious mistake. But too many of our officials now are not making a decision on the pitch because they know they're going to get a second go at it when they get a chance to look at the monitor. That isn't what it's supposed to be for. And until that gets sorted out, I think fans like you are just going to get more frustrated, more angry, more disappointed. And listen, if Everton do go down, I know you don't want to talk about all the incidents you're unhappy with, but again, Benty's mentioned that handball against Rodri. If Everton were to be relegated by a point, it would be very difficult for Evertonians, I would imagine, not to keep coming back to that decision, which is probably the worst refereeing call of the season.
I agree with you, Crookie. And the other thing is, I don't think it's just down to a point, because I truly believe we would have won, because if we'd have got that penalty, there's no guarantees that Richarlison would have scored it. But if he'd have scored it, the second one, we'd gone 2-0 up, 11 men on the pitch, Braithwaite wouldn't have been sent, or Branthwaite, should I say, wouldn't have been sent off. Totally in control. I will come back to one thing before I do. I don't always like to be 100% negative. Christian Eriksen, what a player.
What a player.
What a player. Now, if somebody, one of the big four, do not go in for him, and certainly the top six, there is something wrong in the world. That guy absolutely bossed everything. From the minute we had the sending off, it was like he was playing an orchestra. It was phenomenal to watch. It really was. If we could have somebody like that at Everton, I'd be dreaming. The statistics reflect it, because Brentford have been a different team since he got there.
Been absolutely superb. Well, listen, Matty, really, really good call, mate. Some really, really good points. Listen, I know it's tough, but you got Palace and Arsenal. But listen, try and enjoy your evening. Hopefully we speak to you soon. Yeah, thanks again, lads, and great show. I love it. I really do like listening to it. Top man, Matt, the Everton fan. Really good call.